Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my survivors. You are a survivor because you woke up this morning and we all have survived something. So I'm so glad that you're here. I'm sure that you saw my title. So today we're going to be talking about things that you should not say to people who have been diagnosed with cancer, who are survivors, who still going through treatment. I know sometimes we wonder what to say, what not to say. So we're going to kind of talk about those things today. But before we get started, I wanted you guys to subscribe to my page and click the bell, and also thumbs up and like this video if you like my content. If you have any questions about anything, or if you have any ideas of what you want me to do videos on in the future, please let me know, you guys. I'm trying to do some fun, creative videos. Today I'm going to be collaborating with some of my survivors who's been through cancer as well. So I want you guys to support them. I'll let them introduce themselves when they speak. But it's going to be kind of a fun video. Don't feel bad if you said one of these things. The whole reason I decided to do a video like this is because even though I'm like done with active treatment, I'm still have to go back for follow-ups and things like that. But people are still seeing some of these things. So I kind of just wanted to shed some light on it. And if you have said something like this, don't worry about it. It's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes these statements are okay. It depends on the time, the situation, who the person is, your relationship to them. But overall, in general, please just try not to say things like this. So the first thing is anything I can do for you. So a lot of people say this all the time, like if someone dies in their family, or if someone gets sick, or if someone has cancer, is there anything I can do for you? And to me, this just is an empty statement. I really don't like it when people say that, because it makes me feel like they're just saying something and they don't mean it. So instead of saying, is there anything I can do for you? How about saying, hi, is there anything that I can do for you today? Do you have any needs that I can do for you today? Or this week I'm going to be off. Is there anything that I can do for you this week? Is there anything that you need this week? Or is there anything you need help with this week? And if the answer is still no, because some people have a hard time accepting help. But if someone is diagnosed with cancer, they absolutely need help. So think about some things that you can do, and then offer those things. Offer them one or two solutions of what you can do for them. Because what if they actually give you an answer to what you can do for them and you can't do it? Then you're going to feel bad, and then they're going to feel bad. So how long do you have? Okay, you would think that people would not ask you that. They already know you have cancer. The next thing they say is, how long do you have? Just because you have cancer don't mean you're gonna die. Cancer is not a death sentence. Yes, people do die with cancer. People also die from suicide. People die from heart disease. People die from a whole lot of things. People die from car accidents. People die from the coronavirus, okay? But you also know that people live that have the coronavirus. People live that has cancer. So don't say, oh, how long do you have to live? Please don't say that. I know someone that had that same type of cancer and they died. Please, 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 please. This is my worst. I still to this day get that. Oh, I know someone who had breast cancer and they died. I mean, right now it's kind of funny, but when they say it, like even though I'm done with treatment, it still hurts and it still makes me sad, because I'm still fighting this battle. Once you're diagnosed with cancer, your battle is not over. You still have to continually go back for follow-ups. You still have to continue to have appointments. You still wonder and worry and sometimes stress. Maybe not every day, but is the cancer going to come back? And this person just brings back to your remembrance that someone that they knew died. So please, please don't say that. If you don't have a positive story, then please just keep it to yourself. Do you still have cancer? Don't ask that. When you're in conversation with someone and they're done with treatment, like for instance, I'm done with my treatment, don't say, do you still have cancer? Like, that's not a topic that the person wants to be on their mind. If they are healed, they're confessing healing in their mind, their bodies, and their souls, don't ask them if they have cancer. Clearly, if they're not in treatment, they don't have cancer anymore in their body. No known cancer is the term. It's not cancer-free. It's no known cancer in your body, because it's no guarantee that the cancer is not going to come back. It's no guarantee that you don't have any cells hiding in your body somewhere. And to be honest, we all have cancer cells in our bodies. It's just whether your cancer cell has turned on or turned off, or whether you've been to the doctor to get tested for a certain thing. So don't ask that. Wow, you look so good. I mean, really, what am I supposed to look like? I'm going to let my survivor sister speak on that.
Okay, I got one for you. You don't look sick. Exactly what does sick look like? I'm going through cancer and my hair is not coming out. I'm going through cancer and I still have my breasts. I'm not frail. Because I don't have on makeup, that makes me not look sick. Okay, refrain from using that. You don't look sick. Just tell whoever it is, if you know that they're going through, hey, I'm praying for you. I love you. Be encouraged. Those are good things to say. Not, you don't look sick.
My name is Yvonne Mitchell, and I am a breast cancer survivor. And one of the biggest things for me when I was going through, a lot of people would say, well, you don't look like you have cancer, or you don't look like you're sick, or you don't look like you've been through this or that. And I'm saying to myself, now, what is that supposed to look like? Am I supposed to drown myself in self-pity or sorrow? I don't think so. It's just, I'm a child of the King, and God takes care of his own. My thing is, the words that come out of your mouth really affect people, and it affects a lot of people differently. Now, as for me, it bothered me, but I did not dwell in what people said. And your words really hurt, or it can really affect them in some type of way. So my thing is just be mindful of the things that you say. If it's not uplifting or inspiring or encouraging or empowering or motivating, just don't say it. The greatest healing comes from those around you that inspire and motivate. We are children of the Most High, and we're our brother's keeper. And what we are here to do is serve and uplift others.
Will you lose your breast? Will you lose your hair? Really? A person is fighting for their life, and you still ask them, are they going to lose their breast? Are they going to lose their hair? Don't ask that. If a person goes through chemo, they're most likely to lose their hair. If a person has cancer, and this breast cancer, they're more likely to lose their breasts. If a person has lung cancer, they may have to have some operation to remove some of that, or throat, or colon, any of these type of cancers. Sometimes surgery is required. You don't have to ask them that. Use your mind. Just think about your questions. Think about if it was your mother, or your sister, or your daughter. And then don't ask. Just don't ask that question. What happened to your hair? So maybe it's been a long time since you've seen a person or something like that. Just like you wouldn't say, ooh, are you pregnant? Because you're not really sure if they are pregnant. Because what if they have not? What if they're not pregnant and they just gained a lot of weight? What if they're not pregnant and they just gained a lot of weight? Imagine how that is going to feel when you ask that question. And I can definitely relate, because I did that one time. This girl I knew, I haven't seen her in a while. And I was at work, I happened to see her, and I passed by her, and I was like, oh, hi, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? And then I looked, and she had a belly, and I just assumed that she was pregnant. And so I was like, congratulations on the baby. Congratulations on being pregnant and all of that, I was happy. But, she wasn't pregnant. And she said, I'm not pregnant. And so the conversation really went down from there, and I just felt so bad. Like, I was just so bad because she could have been having some health issues, or she could have been having something going on with her health. And I'm sitting up here talking about, congratulations, you're pregnant, you know? So don't just assume that. If you haven't seen someone in a while, you don't always got to say what's on your mind. You can just say, hey, how are you doing? And if there's something that they want to share, they'll tell you. Another one is, it's just hair. It's just breast. It's just my leg, okay? Don't say that. Okay, it is hair, it is breast, but you don't know how that person is feeling at the time, and you want to be encouraging. You don't want to tell them it's just this or it's just that, because you don't know what their emotional state is right now. You want to be positive. You want to be encouraging. You want to just listen. You're so lucky. You get a free boob job. Really? Free boobs? Lucky? Okay, those two things do not go together with cancer. Cancer is nothing to play with. It can alter your life. It's life-changing. It's not lucky. Even if you are going to get some boobs, I would have never elected to have surgery for different boobs. I loved the boobs that I had. So everybody doesn't want to have surgery. Everyone don't want bigger, better, rounder, plumpier, whatever kind of boobs. So do not say you're so lucky you're going to get a boob job. You're so lucky you're going to do this, you're going to do that. It's not luck. Having cancer is not lucky. You gained weight. Really? All this treatment that someone has been through, and you tell them that, wow, you gained weight. Or even, wow, you lost weight. That's not nice. You don't tell anyone that anyway. You shouldn't say that. That's just not being sensitive to someone. That's not being sensitive at all. You don't want to let someone know that they gained weight or lost weight. You don't even need to remind them. They know if they gain weight. I'm pretty sure they weigh themselves. They know if they lost weight. And if it's a concern for them, and especially if they've been through treatment, they don't need you to tell them. They already know. Another one is, can I borrow money? Do not borrow money from someone who has cancer, who's going through treatment. Having a cancer diagnosis is very expensive. Even if you do have insurance, they have bills to pay, they have to eat, they have to feed their family, they have to be off work all the time, or maybe they're not even working right now. Please do not ask for money. Ask somebody else. It's millions of people in the world. I'm pretty sure one of them don't have cancer. Don't give unsolicited advice. Meaning, don't tell them, oh, you should try the new CBD oil. You should try this supplement. You should go to Mexico and get treatment. Don't tell them that, because they have already decided how they wanted to have their treatment. They've already decided they're going through chemo, surgery, radiation, or they wanted to be non-traditional, and maybe they wanted to go to Mexico. Don't tell them that they shouldn't and they should get chemo. Like, don't do that. Some people say, oh, you're going to do chemo? That kills. Chemo kills. Chemo's poison. They already know what chemo is. You don't have to tell them. So whatever they have decided to do about their treatment, please just support them and be there for them. Don't tell them that they shouldn't have done that. That causes more stress. Oh, that type of cancer is a good one to have. Cancer is cancer. No cancers are good, especially if you're going to be having treatment. So please don't say that. You're so brave. You're an inspiration. You're so strong. Like, don't say that, because first of all, they have no choice. When you get diagnosed with cancer, you have no choice. The only other option is to die. So you kind of have to show up. One is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have called. I'm so sorry I haven't called. I'm so sorry I would have called you, but I didn't know how you were feeling, or I didn't know if you would be up to it. I'm sorry I would have invited you, but you know, I didn't want to bring other people down. Or I'm sorry, I would have did this, or I would have did that. Don't do that. Just own it. Like, you don't gotta apologize for not doing something, not inviting them, not calling. You're calling today, so just enjoy the moment that you have talking to them. Or if you wanted to call them, just call. If it's okay, if they don't feel like talking, they won't answer, you can leave a message. We have voicemail. So you don't have to just like avoid us because you don't know how we're feeling, or we may not be feeling well. It would be such a blessing to look at the phone and notice that, oh, Susie called, or Cynthia called, or Melanie called, or Maxwell called. You know, even if we didn't feel like talking at the time, just seeing your name, like even the call, whether we talk or not, is great. You can just say nothing. Sometimes you can just call and say, hey, I wanted to hear your voice today. And then also keep in mind that some of these statements at some time could be okay. It just depends on the relationship you have with that person. Fill them out first. Don't just let it be the first thing you say. But the most important thing to remember is just to be there, to listen, to support them. If you can go with them to their appointments, go with them to their appointments. If you can stop by and visit, stop by and visit. Definitely keep them in your prayers. Know that they need you in all ways. So if you can come by and clean up, or, you know, any little small thing that people would need on a day-to-day basis, that person would need help with. Now, if they have a family, like a husband and kids, they may not need, you know, every little thing, but they might need someone to babysit their kids, you know. But another thing you can do is also ask one of their loved ones. Like you can ask their husband, or ask their wife, or ask their brothers or their sisters. Hey, I know so-and-so is going through a lot right now. Do you know anything that she needs or wants? Is there anything I can do for her? Thank you guys for listening. Don't take this the wrong way. I just kind of wanted to shed a little light. I'm at the park today. I came out here just to have some fun and get some exercise on, and to change up the environment a little bit. But I'm so glad that you're still here. And so if you're still here, you know you need to subscribe, click the bell, like my page. Great seeing you guys. And remember, you are a survivor. So keep surviving. Have a great day.